Hello everyone, this is Christine Cernera, nutritional therapy practitioner at Functionized Integrative Therapeutics in Colts Neck, New Jersey, and welcome to Hydration 101. So everyone has probably heard that a human being can live for more than 3 weeks without food, but only 3 to 4 days without water. So even with this knowledge, water is the most common nutritional deficiency in the American population. It may surprise you to know that water is a nutrient, but it is actually the most important nutrient in our body and makes up 55 to 60% of our body mass. And some of water's many roles are improving oxygen delivery, transporting of nutrients in your body. It cushions your bones and joints. It absorbs shocks to joints and organs. It regulates your body temperature, removes wastes, flushes toxins, prevents tissues from sticking, moistens the oxygen that you breathe in, and it empowers your body's natural healing process. Now, since everybody is a bio-individual, the ideal amount of water for each of us is a little different, but the general recommendation is to drink half of your weight in ounces of water. For example, if a 140-pound individual would aim for about 70 ounces of water per day. Those who are more active may need more water, and very sedentary individuals less. And additionally, if you consume a large amount of diuretic beverages such as coffee, caffeinated tea, energy drinks, soft drinks, and alcohol, you will need to drink more water to replace the water lost. So if someone tells me that they're having issues with, say, constipation, headaches, joint problems, or fatigue, the very first question I ask is how much water they are drinking. Usually it's not enough, and people don't even realize it. And we don't normally make the association of being dehydrated to many of the physical issues or symptoms we have on a daily basis. But a lot of those symptoms can be related to something as simply as not drinking enough water. So what are the signs of dehydration? Well, some early signs of dehydration are fatigue, anxiety, irritability, depression, cravings, cramps, or headache. The mature signs of dehydration can be heartburn, joint pain, back pain, migraines, fibromyalgia, constipation, and colitis. So if you're suffering from headaches daily, joint pain, if you're craving something, the first thing you should do is drink some water, or start drinking more water on a daily basis, and see if that alleviates the symptoms. Of course, if that doesn't alleviate it, then you do want to see your doctor. But that should be the first thought with a lot of these common conditions that people experience. So about 8% of water is produced when the body processes or metabolizes certain nutrients. The body loses water primarily by excreting it in urine from the kidneys. The remaining 92% must be ingested through the foods we eat and the beverages we drink. Also, water cannot be stored in the body. We are not camels. So, and also, in addition to drinking water, we also need to be able to absorb the water, and to do that, we need to have appropriate electrolytes, such as potassium, sodium, calcium, bicarbonate, magnesium, chloride, and phosphate. Electrolytes are chemicals that form ions in our body fluids. They help make sure specific bodily functions run smoothly. The electrical energy that is carried by these ions is necessary for many functions, including muscle contractions and transmissions of nerve impulses. For example, muscle cramping can be an indication of low electrolytes. So all of us have seen commercials for sports drinks claiming to replace electrolytes. Well, these are not the best choices for hydration because most of them, or almost all of them, contain an abundance of sugar or artificial sweeteners, plus artificial colors and flavors. Your best bet for hydration is filtered or spring water or coconut water, unsweetened coconut water, with a pinch of unrefined sea salt or Himalayan pink sea salt, because they do contain electrolytes. It is best to drink filtered or spring water, like I mentioned, but if you drink bottled water, make sure that the bottle is BPA free. Distilled water, which I don't think many people drink, but just some warning with distilled water, if you do drink it, it is free of dissolved minerals and other particles and has the ability to absorb toxic substances, but it pulls minerals from the body and can be dehydrating. Distilled water can be used for short-term detoxification of heavy metals if indicated, but should not be consumed as drinking water. So how much water loss does cause hydration? If the body's water content drops by as little as 2%, it will cause fatigue. A drop of 10% will cause significant digestive, cardiovascular, immune, and musculoskeletal problems, and losses of greater than 10% can cause death. There's also something to keep in mind regarding hydration and age. There has been research that seems to indicate that as we age, there is a change in the way our body regulates thirst. Due to this, elderly people may need to drink regularly even when they do not feel thirsty, because we do lose that thirst regulation in our body as we age. So, other than feeling thirsty, how do you know if you're dehydrated? A good indicator of proper hydration, other than thirst, is the color of your urine. So you can use the following indicators of, in urine color to determine whether you're dehydrated. So if your urine is clear, totally clear, no color at all, you may be drinking too much water. Pale yellow is the color you're shooting for. This indicates adequate hydration. Dark amber is a sign of dehydration. And if your urine is bright fluorescent yellow, it probably is because you are taking a supplement that contains B2, not B12, B2, which is riboflavin, and that can cause your urine to be fluorescent yellow. If your urine is scant or you haven't urinated in several hours, that too is an indication that you're not drinking enough water. And based on the results from a few different studies, a healthy person urinates on average of about 7 or 8 times a day. So you can use that as an indicator as well. What if you don't like the taste of water, or the lack of taste, I should say? There are a few ways to make drinking water or other hydrating drinks more palatable. Try adding a squeeze of lemon juice, lime juice, or grapefruit juice to your water and add a pinch of sea salt. Or buy an infuser water bottle that has a separate compartment at the bottom that crushes your choice of fruits and infuses the water. Unsweetened herbal teas, iced or cold, are also a good choice for hydration with more flavor. If you're a fan of coconut water, this can be a hydrating drink as long as it's not sweetened. There are natural sugars in coconut water, but they do not have a big impact on blood sugar, and it's also a good source of electrolytes. So, even though it's not hot out yet, I just want to give all of you a reminder to make sure you're drinking water or one of the hydrating beverages I just mentioned on a regular basis. Our bodies need it whether you feel like you're thirsty or not. And of course, when it is hot and humid out and you're sweating or you're being very active, you should increase your intake of water. And like I said, you can add a pinch of sea salt that helps add electrolytes and aids in the absorption of water. So if you have any questions about hydration or anything else regarding your health, please contact me at Functionized Integrative Therapeutics and set up a free consultation, and we can discuss all of your health needs. Thanks for your time, and you will hear me next week for my next podcast. This is Christine Cernera, nutritional therapy practitioner. Have a good day.